Welcome to the Introduction to Cryptography. I am Liz von der Heijden. In this video, we are going to discuss what is cryptography, what is a cryptosystem and its components, and what are the security services offered by cryptography. What is cryptography? Cryptography is from Greek. Cryptos means hidden or secret, and graph means writing. Simply put, cryptography is the practice and study of hiding information. You may not be aware of it, but you are in touch with cryptography in your everyday lives by using ATM PIN numbers and by using computer passwords. Say I wanted to send a message to Diane, but I don't want Tom to read about that message. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hide that information. And I'm going to take a plain text and then convert it into a ciphertext. A ciphertext is an unreadable format of the message. Ciphertext is gibberish. In this case, I'm going to take the word hello, and once it goes to an encryption process, it would be in an unreadable format, and hello would be converted into XUBBE. Decryption is the reverse of encryption. So you would take the ciphertext and then it goes to a decryption process, and then it would result back to the plain text. In this case, XUBBE would be decrypted back to hello. What is a cryptosystem? A cryptosystem is an implementation on taking a plain text and converting it into a ciphertext. A cryptosystem has two components: a cryptographic algorithm and a cryptovariable, also known as a key. You see, the algorithm doesn't change. The algorithm is static. The effectiveness of the cryptosystems depends on the key, and the key is the one that puts the randomness into the algorithm. Your key must be safe and must be protected. Let me give you an analogy. For example, your door. There's nothing secret about your door. It's transparent for all the people to see out there. What's the effectiveness of your cryptosystem is your key. And the key is that it's the one that controls the lock. And so if you leave your key under your doormat and somebody could find out about it, they could have access to your property, and so your belongings would not be protected. 2,000 years ago, Julius Caesar had a problem. He needed to communicate messages to his troops out in the field. And he also wanted to make sure that once the message is en route to his troops, that once the enemy intercepted the message, they won't be able to read that message. So what he did is he took the alphabet, 26 alphabets, and what he did is he counted 3 places further down the alphabet. So this is what is known as Caesar cipher. In this case, for the letter A, he would count 3 places down the alphabet, and it would be equivalent to D. And B would be equivalent to E, and C would be equivalent to F. And so, once the message has been intercepted by his enemies, the message would be useless because they don't know how to read that message. Only the troops know the key to read the message. Most people think that cryptography only offers encryption. Cryptography offers integrity because we have to make sure that the message has not been altered in any way. And cryptography protects the integrity of the information. And one of the industries that use cryptography are the financial services. For example, your bank. Your bank uses cryptography because they have to protect the data. As far as your bank account, say for example, you deposited $100 into your bank account, and since the bank does not use cryptography, you were able to access that information and change the $100 into $1 million. So all of a sudden you have more money into your bank account. So it's good for you, right? And too bad for the bank because they don't use cryptography. But if we look at it the other way around, say for example, you have $100,000 into your savings account, and that's your lifetime savings. And again, the bank doesn't use cryptography, so a hacker was able to get into your bank account, and he was able to transfer that $100,000 into his account. So your lifetime savings is gone. So that's a bad situation for you, right? So this is one of the security services that cryptography offers. The integrity of the system has to be protected. Another security services that cryptography offers is the confidentiality. As you learn how Julius Caesar used cryptography to send messages to his troop. And he uses it for his military campaigns. Whereas the banks are concerned about the integrity of the information, the military is concerned about the confidentiality of the information. We don't want the bad guys to know our secrets. Could you imagine? It would be a disaster if the military doesn't use cryptography, and so the enemies would be able to know where our secret weapons location and also the strategic operations of our military. Another security services that cryptography offers is the authentication. We have to know who we are communicating with. And lastly, cryptography offers non-repudiation. Non-repudiation means the sender cannot deny sending the message. So we discussed that cryptography is the practice and study of hiding information. And it's taking a plain text and it goes to encryption process, and it would result into a ciphertext. We also discussed that a crypto system includes an algorithm and a key. And the algorithm is static and it doesn't change, and it is the key that is the secret and holds the effectiveness of your crypto system. We also discussed that cryptography not only offers encryption, it also offers confidentiality, integrity, authentication, and non-repudiation. Thank you for listening.